Have you ever wondered why a prophet is never accepted in his own country? A question, it seems, as old as time itself. Imagine this. Jesus, the local boy turned prophet, makes his return to Nazareth, his very own birthplace. A sense of curiosity and anticipation fills the air as townsfolk gather around the synagogue. The synagogue, a place of worship and a beacon of hope for many, becomes the stage for this homecoming. The townsfolk, familiar faces etched with a mix of skepticism and hope, await the words of this prophet, their very own Jesus. The murmurs quieten down, the shuffling of feet comes to a halt, everyone waits with bated breath. Is it skepticism, or is it faith that fills their hearts? Only time will tell. As Jesus steps forward ready to address the crowd, an eerie silence falls over the crowd. And so, the story unfolds. What Jesus said next was not what they expected. He began to recount tales of two revered prophets, Elijah and Elisha, who in their time performed miracles. But not for their fellow countrymen, no, but for those from foreign lands. Jesus spoke solemnly, his words heavy with meaning. In Elijah's day, when heaven remained shut for 3 years and 6 months leading to a great famine, Elijah was not sent to any of the many widows in Israel. Instead, he was sent to a widow at Zarephath, a Sidonian town. The crowd listened, their unease growing with each word. And during the time of Elisha there were many lepers in Israel, yet none of these was cured, except Naaman, a Syrian. The words hung in the air, a palpable tension building. As Jesus concluded his sermon, a wave of disbelief and anger swept through the synagogue. In an instant the admiration turned into rage. The words of Jesus, once embraced as pearls of wisdom, now ignited a wildfire of fury in the hearts of the Nazarenes. The synagogue, once a sanctuary of peace, echoed with the thunderous uproar of the crowd. They could not fathom the audacity of this man, the carpenter's son, who dared to compare their disbelief with the faithlessness of their ancestors. Driven by anger and disbelief, they sprang to their feet, determined to silence the voice that challenged their faith. They hustled Jesus out of the town, leading him towards the brow of the hill, with one intention, to throw him off the cliff. But destiny had other plans. In an astounding turn of events, Jesus slipped through the crowd, evading their grasp, and so Jesus walked away, leaving his hometown in a state of shock and disbelief. A prophet indeed is never accepted in his own country.